Hey everyone, a lot of you seemed to really like my last video where we covered how to bag Grandma Volcano with a star. I appreciate all the positive feedback and I will continue to make these kinds of videos. Although this time around we're no longer driving backward. Today we're talking about two of the most infamous shortcuts in the game, that being the Bowser Castle half-pipe shortcut and BC3 shortcuts. More specifically, we're talking how to go about blocking them to stop racers from doing it behind you. To most people, it's fairly simple. Simply go up to the shortcut and backstab a trapping item, such as a banana or a fake item box. This was the standard for a long time, and it's a fairly effective strategy. But what if I told you we could take this further? With a little bit of aim and positioning, we're actually able to snipe this shortcut. The best part is that doing this is actually faster than backspamming. When we backspam the shortcut, we're forced to realign where we're driving, which is slower. I will also add that backspamming the shortcut causes a suboptimal block that can easily be avoided most of the time. The alignment isn't crazy specific. Here's an example from a ward I played recently. I used the shadow from the spinning fire rod as a visual. The minute you pass the shadow, throw your banana from the middle of the road. If done correctly, it should land right on the shortcut. There aren't too many players who use this strategy or even know it exists. Point being, it's very underrated. With that being said, BC3 is where things get even crazier. BC3 has three different shortcuts. The Ultra shortcut, which is done from the second to last platform, as well as the Shroom/Shroomless shortcut using the last ramp. Similar to Bowser's Castle, people approach blocking this shortcut by backspamming with correct timing. But what if the player in front of you has a Shroom? You just won't have enough time to block before he takes it. To no one's surprise, you can snipe these shortcuts too. The timing and positioning is quite hard and will require some practice. Learning to snipe the shortcut opens up a lot of new possibilities. Let's assume you start in first. You can now snipe the Shroom shortcut and still take the Ultra shortcut, all the meanwhile losing no time. That's insane. Same can be said with sniping the Ultra shortcut. It just isn't as consistent as blocking the regular cut and won't grant you as much of a lead. If you're blocking the Ultra shortcut, you need to throw your item right before you go off the first ramp. If you're blocking the Shroom cut, do it right before the second, as shown here. A few final notes I want to mention. I have not tested any of these blocks with Daisy. I assume the timing might change just a bit because of her throwing animation, and how she's a tad slower than Funky. I hope to see this being used online a bit more in mid to high level rooms, as I believe it's very underrated and such a cool strategy. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new or found it interesting, please like the video to show some support and consider subscribing. I have plenty of videos just like these planned in the future. See you next time!